Hello guys and girls, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode of Starbound with myself, Lewis. Hope you're all doing very well and having a good day. Myself here and Birdman are having a brilliant day, because he is not only a man nor a bird, he is Birdman. Oh yes, he is. So I just found this chest and I couldn't get my recording stuff on quick enough to show you what was in there, but basically I had a hat which is, look at this, I look like a pro chef. I'm a bird chef. I have a strap chest, heat inducing body straps, possibly fashionable, who knows, and a hat to make the wearer look like a professional chef. Now we're definitely not one of those, but we probably look like one of those with this chef hat on, because I would think that would work. I'm not going to change it out for this actual stuff, purely because it's aesthetic more than anything else and really serves no purpose, but except for that, it's pretty good funky stuff. Oh yes. So I wanted to show you these things, and those guys over there don't look very happy. They basically, these things here, they give you a random chance of a buff. They also give you a random chance of dying, so you've got to be a bit careful with these. And I also got a new sword. I beat up a big bird that had red things coming out of it, and it gave me this guy, which is pretty cool, I must admit. It's called the two-handed winking blade, an ice sword, a legendary sword. Now it's not that great, but it lets out this fiery stuff that seems fairly decent. So let's go try it on these guys over here and see what they think. They seem pretty angry with me being around, but it's fairly strong. It's got a decent knockback on it, and the flames that come out of it actually knock back as well, which is good. So we'll deal with these guys, and then we'll go and check out this thing. So like I say, there is a chance of it going all pear-shaped and you literally get wiped off the face of the earth. That is a thing that can happen, but we're going to try it nonetheless. Here we go. Wish me luck. Way! We got jump boost. Check that out. We can go for days. I have had one where I've literally clicked on it and died, which sucks so bad. But I'm basically on this planet for one reason only at the minute, and that is to grab loads and loads of coal, because I thought today we could try one last planet before we go ahead and try one of the bosses. Yes, it's about time we try a boss on for size. Now, I have a horrible feeling we're going to lose, but we'll give it a good shot. So I just got beaten up by some horrible crocodile debris, and there's another one over there, and I think I've just attracted some sort of fire-breathing kind of bird dragon horse thing. But we found a chest, which means we need to do the chest dance once I've got rid of this guy. Are you prepared for the chest dance? Oh yeah, we're doing the chest dance. Check that out. Oh, that's the chest dance for you. Oh. Alright, so what we got? We have some yellow petals. 129 pixels isn't really bad. And we've got some more medical bags and some yellow petals. So these are going to come in really useful for later on. So we're going to grab this. I haven't finished running along the surface of this place yet because I want to find a few things first, just to make sure there is nothing left that I've missed before we move on, and we would have missed that otherwise, and I would have missed this sword if I just moved on. So it's a good idea just to go around, even if you think you've got everything, just do one last circle of the earth and see if you can find any good loot, because you never know what is going to pop out of nowhere. You could find a cool scavenging base, you could find some mines, you could find one of those weird scientific laboratories owned by monkeys, you could find a chest, and believe me, if you find a chest, you probably have to do the chest dance, guys. Oh, here we go, we've got a weird turkey dinosaur thing after us. There we go, he had way too many eyes for me to trust him. So we'll grab this iron, and I'm going to carry on having a little looky-see to see if I can find anything of any interest. I could probably do with more plant fibre, to be totally honest, but we're on a desert, so I don't think that's going to be the easiest of things. And there's loads and loads of this awesome coal here, which, like I said in the last episode, I think is very quickly becoming one of the most valuable things you can find in this. You'd never think it. You'd think, oh, I'm not going to grab the coal. Why would I need the coal? Don't need torches. Well, believe me, you need so much of it later on when you get going, so it's good to be harvesting all of it up now, so that way when you come to doing sector jumps and stuff, it's a lot easier. Cool beans. Alright, we'll be back in a second if I find anything else. If not, I'll meet you back on the ship. Who is this guy, and why is he in a cage? I've just come running around here with my chef's hat on and found some sort of freakishly demented monkey with a... Hold on, is that what I think it is? That is what I think it is! Oh, we're doing the chest dance again. Now, this guy, is he going to attack me if I go in there? Is he okay with me? Oh, no, he's not okay with me. He has a very he has a bit of a problem, and I didn't really see that coming. I thought he was just going to wander past me. I know some of the sentry bots in the electrical gizmo places, they're pretty evil, but I really didn't see that coming. Let's see what he had in his chest. He was so ill and stuff, yet he had a medical kit and refused to use it. What a lad. What a lad. Cool. Alright, let's keep going. I've got a barrel here that has nothing in it, some hay. I think we're coming to the end of this planet, like I said originally. So we're going to go back up to the spaceship, I believe. We're going to cook up our food because we've got a fairly decent amount of it. And remember, wherever you go, don't forget to chop the trees down as well, because you can use the unrefined wood as a type of fuel now, because you can furnace that up into coal. So definitely don't forget about that. Cool beans, let's make our way up to the ship, because I am done on this desert. So we have a fairly decent amount of coal and all that good stuff. We've got a load of iron, so I'm going to go smelting all of that up. Now let's get rid of some of our rubbish that we don't need. So we don't really need yellow petals at the minute, nor do we need flares. I'm going to keep hold of the plant fibre because I'm going to make a load of the bandages in a second, because we're going to need those. I don't really know if I want the mushroom seeds. We'll put them back, and I'm going to cook up all of the meat that I got, because I got a fairly decent amount of meat doing all that, and I got a little bit spare as well. I'm going to change this out for these guys, because it seems to be more saturating as well, so we'll keep hold of all of these for the time being, and I'm sure my iron should almost be done. Yeah, it's getting there. Okay, so we want to be making something very cool today. We're going to create ourselves a beacon, and like I said, this could go horrifically wrong or it could go really well. I really don't know which way it's going to go, but either way it's going to be fun, and that's all that matters, a little bit of fun. Now we've got loads of wood planks. I have a fairly decent amount of actual wood as well, 550 to be exact, so we're going to go up and craft ourselves a load of wooden planks, because we need absolutely tons for this. Let's move this up to 10 so we can get a fairly decent amount. There we go, so we got ourselves 100 wooden planks, and if we make our way over to our table down here and go to the bottom, we should have ourselves the distress beacon. There we go, that's one of those crafted, which cost me a fairly decent amount of stuff, but we got a decent reward for it. So let's throw away the rest of our bits and bobs in here. There we go, and we should have the rest of our iron done, which it is. We'll get all of our silver cooking up as well. Don't forget to get all the ores, because you can use that later on for refining, so that is looking pretty good to me. We've got all our stuff there. Nice, and we've still got some gold and some iron that needs, or some copper that needs cooking up, and 93 coal, which I definitely want to keep hold of all that coal. So, is there anything else we want to make before we go and try and take this garden for size? Well, I would really like to get this stuff, and we've got some of the money now to be doing it, I think. So we need loads of copper and iron, or I believe it's just iron, so we'll take the iron. We've already got some of the gear on us as well, so I'm going to go and take off some of my gear, so we don't want these guys, so we'll put you down there, put you down there, and you down there. Now all of this costs pixels, but it's fine because we have a fairly decent amount of pixels. Yeah, we do. So we can have the hatchling's loincloth, make one of you. We can have the hatchling's circlet, there we are, and we can have the hatchling's breastplate. That's the one. Just couldn't get it out for a second then. So if we look in our inventory, we should have these guys now good to go. They're all on me just here, even though it doesn't render very well because I've got this over it. But if I was to take it all off, you'd see that I look very funky, but I look even better when I'm wearing a chef's hat, I think. And we'll put our little tuxedo thing back on. That is awesome. Now, having all that stuff gives us a little bit of extra health, which is nice, and it also gives us a bit more on the defensive side, which is very, very helpful, seeing as we're very soon going to be taking on a boss of epic proportions. Now, I have myself my upgraded bow, so we're good there. I have myself this thing, which is always nice. The last thing I want to make before we end it is we're going to go and craft ourselves a few more bandages, because we're definitely going to need these guys. I'm going to go ahead and probably remove my stone hoe, because I don't see this being of any use to me, and I'm going to put my medical kit on there as well. So, I think this is going to be it. Now, there's two ways to be taken on this guy. We can either, well, I'm saying it as if you guys know what it is. I'm not going to tell you. Let's just put down the distress beacon, and then we'll talk about it. But I'm going to go find a nice flat area, and I think here could do just fine. Now, this could go horrifically wrong. Who knows? Because I've only done this twice before. So we'll get our stone axe, because I'm definitely not going to need that. We're going to pluck this guy down. And I'm going to get my sword out, even though we're having some friends coming down to get us. But unfortunately, we're not having friends. We've got an evil spaceship that has a penguin commanding it. Yes, this is the penguin boss of types, who lets down loads of bad things and evil guys, and he is fairly strong, takes quite the beating, even though during all this he has got a little bit better. Got to try our hardest not to get hit just like that. Now I found the easiest way to do this is kind of stay underground and fire up. And eventually you're going to get this guy because he has a few different types of attacks. He'll do that where he'll fly down at you. He has a couple of other ones where he'll release his minions. He'll start releasing kind of tank minions soon, like that. And these guys are fairly strong. Let's get rid of this guy. There we go. And we're going to start running and see if we can get ahead of him that way. Oh! Hey, very, very close. Now he has another attack as well where he fires out his lasers like that. He'll come down on you. He'll also go invisible later on and try and dunk you that way. He'll also release, he'll release evil guys who wear tanks and whatnot. And eventually his last stage he starts having loads of little spaceships flying around him. Let's get rid of these guys, shall we? There we go. They're not really that strong, but you can see there he's just gone invisible. And he's slowly getting close to dying, so we're getting there eventually. But like I say, best way to get rid of him is just keep hiding away and taking pot shots at him with your bow. You can jump up and give him a good old slicing, but the chances are you're going to get hit by something. You can see that he's slowly destroying the world though, because he will keep trying to dunk you that way. Oh, he released a penguin. He brought the horde. Luckily these guys don't do too much damage, plus we've got a fairly decent amount of armor now as well with all this iron stuff that we've got. So this guy is half health. He's still trying to have a go. Oh, we're releasing the final phases now where he's going to start shooting out all his little guys trying to attack me. So we've got to be careful of these trying to not get in here. They're going to shoot out little mini lasers like that, which are fairly hard to actually get around, but they don't really do too much damage. So I think we could have this in the bag. These little ones are almost done. Here comes the big tank ones. I'm hoping they're not going to get me from in there. Let's get rid of this guy. Oh, there we go. He just killed his own tank. So he's not all with it. Have we got him? We got him. Oh yeah. I think he took so much damage from destroying his own tank. I don't even think that was much of a fair fight. Oh. Forgot about those little guys. So the easiest way of doing it, which I really didn't want to do because I think it's kind of cheating, but I will show you, is you can go ahead and make a little area like this, and if you stand just inside here, as long as you've got a good shot, you can keep firing up, just like that. As long as you've got two mounds either side of you, you can't go dunking you, his little guys can't attack you, and the mini lasers can barely get through it, but that is how you take that guy out if you want to do the cheaty way of doing it. We didn't do that, but we did kind of get a little bit stuck underground, which is fine, and we took a few shots, but these little guys, these little penguin guys, are fairly easy to get rid of. You just don't want to get swamped by them, and if you plan on doing it without going underground, then you better keep moving, because the dunking bit does do quite a bit of damage. Oh, please don't say I'm going to get killed by some sort of weird thing. No. So the reward for that was what's called a molten core. And a molten core, if we have a look in our inventory, this guy here, is one of the main things that we need to be crafting our upgraded armor and whatnot. It allows us to make a much better anvil. So if we go on here and go to the bottom, we might not have all the stuff for it. Actually, it might not be the anvil. It might be this guy. We can make there we go, the metalwork station. So we need an anvil and we need pixels. So let's grab our anvil and we'll make the metalwork station. There we go. Oh yeah, made the metalwork station. If we go to our inventory, we're going to have this guy now, so we can plonk him down in the world. We'll get rid of our medical kits because we no longer need those for an emergency. And we'll put him where the other anvil was, and you can see he's got these funky little lights around him and all this kind of lava-y stuff coming off, whatever that is. It's molten because it's a molten core, so that's what it is. And if we look in here now, we can make a lot of the more upgraded stuff. But we do need to go somewhere first, which I believe is that we need to start moving around. So we need to get a new star map, which is this one here. So we'll craft that. And we now have a new star map. If you can see right at the top on my hotbar, I have it on the right. If I click on it, star map updated. New data has been uploaded to your ship's navigation systems. Select the beta sector from the top of the navigator when in galaxy view to advance. Yes, so we can now go to a new galaxy. Oh yes, so if we go in here, we can see we can go out. This is currently the one we're in here. This is our main sector, but we can now go to the B sector, which looks just like this. Kind of the same thing, but some of the monsters are a little bit harder. So if we go in here now, we should see that the threat level is 2, whereas where we normally are, if we go on here and go to here, we'll find the threat level is 1. Now I don't think I have enough fuel to be making this trip, but we'll give it a shot. If not, I'm going to go get some more coal, and we'll give that another go in the next episode, but I think I might just be a little bit short. Let's have a gander, shall we? So we'll go to the B sector. Let's go to Beta Aldanab Janara Dunes. We'll go to this one. We have a moon. I don't want to go to a moon. We have an arid one. That could be cool. Okay. Have we got enough? We have. We are off to the B sector. Oh yeah, this is going to be amazing. Now with this comes some more advances in technology, which we shall soon be able to create. See, we can make the steel hunting bow now, we can make robot legs, we can make brain extractors, we can make all the cool things that we didn't have access to before. A lot more steel, can make silver helmets, we can move on to the sparrow gear. So we've got a fairly decent amount of stuff to be playing with. And this section here allows us to also make the refinery, which we'll get into at some point. But the main thing you want to do once you get to B sector is grab yourself loads of iron, loads and loads of coal, because you're going to want to be making yourself a load of steel bars, which are made of iron and coal. And this is basically the main thing to be creating most of the stuff once you get onto the second tier of your advancement in technology. But we are here, we're in B sector. Yes, the enemies are going to be harder, but the loot is going to be better. Cool beans, guys. Well, that is going to be that for this episode of Starbound. We have beaten up the evil penguin UFO boss guy, and we're currently now in B sector and ready to start advancing through technology, yes. But more importantly, we're here to find more chairs, because we're here and it's all about the chairs. Yes, it is, and I think we already have a fairly decent amount. Hopefully there's going to be some good ones here. I am excited. I'm almost starting to do the chest dance. Cool, guys. I'll see you soon for another episode of Starbound. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one, and goodbye.